Hi and welcome to the channel. Now, I'm sorry to say I'm going to have to do a negative video. I really didn't want to have to do this. But Birmingham, you've let me down. Birmingham, I'm disappointed.
Disappointed.
The aim of this channel is to spread the joy and the wonder of the independent record store. But on this episode, I'm afraid it's going to have to be a negative one. I'm so sorry. So Birmingham is my local city, and so I popped in today thinking, right, let's do one on Birmingham. Let's find some vinyls, let's find some records, let's find some gems and some rarities and bits and bobs. And I'll come back and I'll talk about them and I'll share them and I'll talk about the stores and how wonderful it is and blah, 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 blah. And now I'm not going to name these record stores. So I'll go to the first one and it's okay. They've just moved premises and there's stuff everywhere. So I have to give them some leeway with that, really. I couldn't find what I wanted or what I was looking for, or different sections, or different genres. And so I thought, it wasn't really worth filming. And it wouldn't have been fair to film today as well. It was busy in there and the stuff was everywhere, like I say. So I left it. Now the next record store I go to, which again, remain nameless. I used to go to this record store years ago. It was always a favourite of mine. They always had loads of stuff. Really good store. I went there and it was just half empty. There was a few things from Record Store Day specials in there. And there was a few bits and bobs on the wall. And I thought, oh, that's okay. I wouldn't mind that. There was a Paul Weller album. There was a Cream album. But I just thought, yeah. So I left that one. I didn't think it was worth filming in there either. The third one I went to is a store I used to go to when I was a kid. A place I used to love. It was like a treasure trove. My dad used to take me there. We'd look through all different kinds of records. And it was just a great store. And it's moved premises. So I thought, well, we'll check this one out, see what it's like. And it's much smaller than it used to be. I hate to say it was really disappointing. Again, I didn't think it was worth filming around. There was a few bits and bobs. There was a few old Blue Note jazz albums that were priced at a couple of £100. I wasn't really willing to pay that much for those particular albums. Not saying they weren't worth it, but they weren't worth it for me. And I just thought the selection was generally poor. Now, Birmingham's a major city. It's the place where heavy metal was created. It's the home of Ozzy Osbourne. It's the home of ELO. So much music and so many musical legends have come out of Birmingham. And why isn't there a decent record shop? I was almost tempted to go to that soulless place that we call HMV, but I did resist. I was so desperate to find somewhere, vinyl shop to talk about in Birmingham, that I was tempted by HMV. Can you believe it?
HMV.
The place where any self-respecting vinyl collector would avoid. Anyway, I found a place called Red Hall Market. I think it's called the Red Hall Market. I'm going to have to look that up. Anyway, and I managed to find an album in there. But to say it's the second city is rather disappointing. But I did find one album that I wanted to buy that I've been kind of looking for, and I thought, yeah, that's worth it. And it's this one. All Mod Cons by The Jam. I think this is a great album. It's the late 70s, mod and new wave era. It's Paul Weller when his songwriting started to take shape and the band started to sound like a proper band. It has Down in the Tube Station at Midnight on it, which is a great song. I paid £20 for this, and it's in really good condition. The vinyl's spotless. It's got the insert with it. There you go. There's the insert with the lyrics on the back. Nice clean vinyl, spotless, plays lovely. And like I say, the cover is in really good condition. Not the best deal, but pretty good. So yeah, Birmingham, let's get a decent record store in there. Or am I just being a bit mean? I don't know. But I really struggled today in Birmingham. I'm so sorry if everyone's watching this thinking, no, there's loads of great stores, there's loads of great records. Let me know if there is one out there and I'll go and check it out and do a film and I'll sing its praises. But today in Birmingham, in the city centre, it was a thumbs down, I'm afraid. And I hope the next video I watch, I have something positive to say, which I'm sure I will do, because this channel is not about being negative or being down on things. It's about being positive and singing the praises of the independent record store. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and this moan. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.